Hello, this is Apocrypha from APOC Industries, and welcome to day 30 of Nightfall. I'm a little distracted by the fact that I just noticed that these guys have decided to expand up here again, so we're gonna have to take care of that at some point soon. But that is not our goal for today. Our goal for today is to get some copper and potentially even some stone fed up into this smelter. And I think that to do that, we're just going to use belts because it's not that far. So we're just going to plop a bunch of miners down on here and slam a bunch of belts down. Probably coming up in through here, maybe? What are you doing? Don't do that. That way we won't interfere with what will potentially be a steel smelter later. I think that's what we're going to do. The other option would be to have it belted over here onto a train, but I don't feel like doing that. So, yeah, that's where we're starting today, is with a bunch of belts. And we're going to need more than that, I think. Apparently we are doing very well for stone, though. We're also probably okay for now, at least, for undergrounds and stuff. We can always hop back. Do we have miners? We have 49 miners. 49 miners. Whoa! What was that? Oh, and we also have a couple new blueprint books to pick up. Aligned Rails version 7. And we have an oil book as well, but we are not going to be grabbing that just yet. Get rid of that. We're also not going to be setting up steel for a while yet, so we will delete our steel smelter book. We'll take this extra stone and drop it into some smelters so that we don't have to carry it around with us. And let's go grab a nice blueprint for mining. Let's see, something like that. Beautiful. We'll have our bot shut off for the time being. You know what? I'm gonna cut this off. And we will feed this using modern technology, I think. Aw, we used to have a gate here. Good old days. You guys are connected, right? To our main power? Yeah. It's in a kind of roundabout way, but yes, it is connected. Let's connect it in a less roundabout way so that I do not get afraid. There. Right. And what we will do is we will pull off of this to feed the smelter that we have here. Right. I'm not very good at lining these things up. I apologize in advance. We're gonna use a lot of belts to get this up to our smelter. That's okay because we have lots of belts. And one more should do it. There. Okay. And let's get rid of any of the junk that we don't need, like that. That one is needed? Perhaps not. Let's get rid of that one. We can also get rid of that. Get rid of that. This. And that. You and you. anything that's not strictly necessary, we'll just get rid of it. Okay. And now let's let our robots do their magic. Go, magical robots! I guess I didn't check to see if we needed lights or anything. Well, we will have to pick up lights. And miners too, by the looks of things. Probably some medium poles. We have miners here, though. Enough. Pick up some of these and some lights. Our poor little copper smelter has been working on half a belt for who knows how long. Power's still looking okay. Before too long, I hope to have our power powered by solid fuel instead of coal, but that is a project for another time. For the time being, I think that we're still okay-ish. Alright, so we've got 4 belts in. This one is not going to be a full belt by any stretch of the imagination because we are going to take some of it, sort it down just like this. And then we're going to pretend like we have 4 full belts by doing something like this. Go, and that'll be 2 yellow belts, which is, well, it might not be exactly 2 yellow belts that we end up with here, but it'll be pretty close. And I guess we'll maybe just do this to make it easier for our robots to work. And we are going to figure out where we want to bring it. We want to bring that up. How do we join this? Maybe should we bring it in on this side and then have something crazy like bring it in here, maybe? Another option would be to get rid of these for a moment and put a balancer there, like if we were to bring in our oops. Well, anyway, bring it up like that. Have these come over this way and up through here instead. That would be something we could easily do. And then have these just bounce down into into the 2 lanes. Let's do that. So we will bring this in over here like this. That'll be hopping over a whole bunch of stuff. It's alright. This. And let's just find out where that's gotta join up. Like that. Alright. Good enough place to start. definitely going to run out of belts, but, you know, that's okay. Whoa, we do not need to be clearing out that much space. Also, keep an eye out for trains, because there are some active trains on these tracks. Oh, speaking of which... Okay. And did we officially run out of belts now? No? Oh, we just unequipped our construction bots. Of course. And we're going to try very hard not to get run over by trains. Mostly because it's embarrassing. And here we are going to start jumping over these things. These things. What is going on? There we go. Jump over this and this. And the stone is going to be coming up over here. And this is where we are going to now balance down into 2 belts. So and I suppose that we'll put an input priority on these. Input priority on the right, so that we prioritize the stuff that is coming out of our local mine. That makes sense. And we forgot to lay some tracks down here because we were holding our undergrounds hostage. Now for stone, we could just go back to how it was. I think that that is perhaps what we'll do. Just kind of put this back to how it was, and then route things accordingly. Like so. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was not accordingly. There we go. And that is not enough. I mean, even if we had 4 yellow belts coming in, which we don't, we want this to be done faster. So we're going to slap some of these on here, so we can get some proper throughput. There we go. Alright, and that is starting to feed into our copper smelter. Wonderful. This is all stocked up, and now our copper will start getting all stocked up. We could hypothetically do some... Oh, you got damaged. That's unusual. We could hypothetically do something similar with stone, but I don't think we're going to for now. Cool. That was easy. Easy peasy. Now let's figure out where to... let's bring our train over. Smelter backs. Let's figure out where we want to put our oil processing. So, and with that in mind, let's grab our oil processing book. So this starts with, I put together, again, a bunch of blueprints in creative mode. Basically all the parts that I want for oil processing facility. It takes up a decent amount of space. Probably like not as much as the smelter, but probably as much space vertically if not quite as much space horizontally. So we need to find a spot for that that isn't going to be impacted too much by the presence of stuff. And it looks like maybe right here might be a good candidate. It's got easy access to water, and lots of open space. Obviously there's some trees there, but we can get rid of those. So let's plan on having that right here. So we'll toss down, we'll start planning that right now. This updated rail book also has stuff rearranged a little bit in a better way that I prefer. So we should be good to go. Let's get this down, kind of down here maybe. Like we don't want it too close in here so we're all cramped up. We'll put it down right here. Go, and we'll get our 1-2 station, because again, we're just building small right now. The name of the game right now is small. So our refinery is going to have some stackers. Ooh, fun round. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 stackers. It's probably enough. And it is going to have some stations. This is going to be annoying to see because there's a bunch of trees in the way. Okay. So we have a station here, which is, okay, you know what? We're just going to go down there and clear out some trees. Because otherwise it's going to be super annoying to look at. So we're going to run back home, grab some tree bots, and go clear some trees. Glad to see that our iron train is hard at work. It has collected just about as much as it will, which I believe will be about, 8,500. So maybe like 1 or 2 more wagon loads there. Now that the iron has fully backed up, that should be ready at some point. So we're going for bots. We're not going to worry too much about all the other stuff to build this just yet, because again, we are just going to be worrying about bots and trees and clearing out trees. We are, however, going to pick up a little bit of stone because we have been finding it annoying that we don't have stone paths in our inventory. Yes, we have. Or we're getting attacked. We are safe. Cool. And we are also running out of coal. Holy jumping, look at that. That's going to be a concern. So, yeah. I'm going to add that right now to the list of things that we need to look at. Bootstrap coal low. Okay, there we go. I have a list of things to look at in upcoming episodes, and that will be important because that is very running out. Okay, it shouldn't be too far down here. I realize it's kind of dark, but it is nightfall. We're going to set this back to the maximum, and we're going to start clearing. There's also a whole bunch of rocks here which are not cleared out by our tree bots, that will have to be cleared out by other means. But that's okay, we don't mind that. We have nanobots, we have our construction bots for that, so won't be too bad. Alright. We may also want to get some of this other stuff out of the way. Namely the power poles that are there. They might get in our way. Almost certainly they will. So we will maybe move these. Okay, let's see how we make out with this so far. We do not have our construction robots equipped, which is as designed, so that we don't accidentally build a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So let's get back into map view and remake some of this stuff that we destroyed. Our stackers. 1, 2, 3. We have our small station, which goes here. This goes like this. This can, here. All right, so as I was saying, we have stations for output of solid fuel, for output of lubricant, output of petroleum gas, input of crude oil, and input resupply. So those are essentially the stations that we're going to have, and then our packs line, which is going to come around on this side over here, and our pack station is going to be up here. Alright, so that means that we have plenty of room up here. Where's that water? Okay, that's a lot further away than I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. We are still going to have to clear out a bit more trees up over this way, because this is where all of our refinery stuff is going to go. And it takes up, like I said, quite a bit of space. It's also very low tech, so the blueprints that I have here that we're working with, we basically have two, like I said, we have our two major outputs, which are going to be petroleum gas and solid fuel, but we're also going to toss lubricant in there. So usually what you do with oil is you save up your light and heavy oil for cracking, and crack everything down into petroleum, because you need petroleum for plastic, and plastic is going to be a big limiting factor on things like advanced circuits and blue science. But we are going to concentrate first and foremost on getting our basic oil set up, and we'll do it in this small space, and then probably later set up a larger refinery for doing larger refining related stuff. Now what I would like to do is get rid of these rocks. No way am I going to fit that in my inventory though, so let's just hold off on that for now. Let's just sit tight. We'll have our pack station, which I think I might actually have a blueprint for in here. Packs 1, okay, that can go like, say right here, let's say. And we'll build enough of this so that the train can come around. Getting close to morning, so... Do we have rails? We don't have many. So let us first and foremost clear a path for the train to come through. We might be able to do all of the planning and building tomorrow. It's already 4 in the morning, so we're not going to be able to get much more done today. Well, let's hope that we can get enough rails out here. Not looking promising. Oh, it looks like we might actually be able to do it. Nice. Right. I just need to clear out some of these rocks. Great. And we probably don't have enough to do the last bit. No, okay. But that's fine. What we do have is plenty, and I'm still just walking on the tracks. Like, there are no other trains running here, which is simply not the case. Do we have any stations? We do not. Let's just quickly grab this, and we'll call this refinery packs, and we should have the ability to get here. No, no path. Why are you saying no path? Oh no, because we're missing a track right here. There we go. All right, and well, the train kind of catches up with us here. That's where we're going to wrap it up for today, so that we can start in on the actual laying out and hopefully building of this refinery tomorrow. And we didn't get run over by the train, which is always good. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow.